A lady that has a very positive outlook, a very positive attitude, has hard optimism. A lady that you know because we have her on the show all the time. It's Andrea Goeglein. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Wasn't this delightful to have? And it fits right into what you're talking about.
Carol made my morning. She is the epitome of what it takes. We had the privilege of getting to spend about 20 minutes in the green room. And she started articulating what it was that caused her, you know, she told me the little scale story, but then it was truly her attitude.
There you go.
It was, okay, she had that shocking moment, but from the shocking moment, she then sat there and said, okay, how do I make this fun? What she did was internally inspire herself. Something just turned that ever little bit, and then she was able to say, okay, I, like other people being in, maybe I can share. And those are some of the most key components of positive psychology.
Haven't we made the simplest things more complex?
Absolutely.
We seem to be able, as human beings, to gum things up.
You bet. You know, I use a line in presentations very often that it is so simple, but it is the things that are so simple that are hard for us to do.
Because we must admit, I think, as with Carol, and as with any program that you start, whatever it be, her defining moment was on the scale.
Correct.
Now, not everybody's defining moment comes at the same time or with the same reason and the same thing. The scale may not do it to someone else.
Correct.
It depends on, and you're only ready when you're ready.
Correct. And that was a beautiful point that you had brought up last month when we talked about Jack Canfield's book. You know, all of these self-help books are telling you the same thing.
Yes.
The thing that is different is at the moment where the reader is at any given moment.
Reading the, yes.
Oh my gosh. So for her, she stepped on a scale and it struck in her. But the very next thing she did was try to figure out, how do I make this fun? How do I join other people in? What she did was take a strength. And that's another key to positive psychology. We know that when you go to your strengths, and hers was obviously bringing people together, as you saw. This was not an introvert you were interviewing.
No, we'll see her in Las Vegas in a lounge show.
That's exactly
but it's got to
right.
be that personal will. All of this is out there, but you have to take that personal responsibility and take that first step. And as you said, Andrea, use your strengths.
Yes, that's what it is. Not about positive thinking. It is about positive action. It is about that one little thing, and that's generally all it takes. You know, one of the other things that I loved about her story, she did not set out 6 years ago to write a book, gather 1,000 people together, get AARP to have her featured and be the person. That was not in the plan. What was there was something that turned her at that moment, and then from that moment, she started using her strengths. Okay, I need to have fun. If I'm going to succeed at this, I better have fun. Oh, I better start keeping lists.
But she maintained as well, as we all know, because I go into the Granville Gymnasium now, and it's full of people in there with their New Year's resolution.
Got it.
And I can guarantee in 3 weeks there'll be nobody in that gymnasium.
But you know, jumping to the weight loss, which, Andrea, that's not our topic, but jumping to that, if we will, no, there won't. That's why if you make it fun and games, you will more likely to stay with it, especially with weight loss.
If fun and games are the thing you like to do.
There you go again, though, too. That's individual.
See, she spoke to her strengths without ever really saying, I am going to work on my strength today, and this is how I'll succeed.
It was intuitive, she did it.
It was intuitive. And that is the inspirational part of self-help books. When you, whether it's hard optimism, whether it's the success principles, when you begin to see something and it sparks something in you, unknowingly, the next thing you attach to is, what strength can I use that's going to help me actually do this? And it won't even be that.
Because these are books. There's a lot of these books, and they're only words on a page. And you can have 5,000 of them sitting on your bookshelf. And if you don't take action, they will do you no good.
But you got to stay with it. I think that's the point I'm making, because it's so easy to fall away.
Well, that is the beauty of life. That we keep each day, you know, each time the sun comes up, there is another opportunity for you. I'm telling you, that is the base. If you view every moment as the next opportunity, you know, you're not waiting for Monday to go on a diet, or when I retire, I'll have fun. That's the other great fear.
That's the point we make about New Year's. You know, New Year's can be any month, any morning, any day.
You bet.
Hard optimism, how to succeed in a world where positive wins.
Yes. Because of the conversations that we had last month, I sought out a book, and this is such a wonderful one by an author by the name of Price Pritchett. Now, Price actually runs a huge consulting firm, and this very much was designed for business people, but because business people and people in the workplace happen to be human beings, what he did was take the
What a
great...
concept.
Yes.
You mean we're not robots yet?
We are not robots. He took the great findings, and he, in literally sentences, in a very small book, took 12 little principles, and you can open any given page and pick up a jewel. One of the reasons that I chose this book, we talk about being positive, and you know, there's 50% of the population where the concept of being positive is actually an annoyance. Those are people who have a greater tendency towards being pessimistic, that their mental thinking initially will turn to pessimism. So what I did was find a book that was fact-based and quick. This is the book that will help convince the person who is more pessimistic in their thinking, that all this positive thinking stuff and all this positive action stuff, you know how hard my life is. Well,
just let me tell you about it.
Yes. So in very short pages, you can learn the greatest research, everything from how hope impacts SAT scores on students to how it is not about thinking positive, but about stopping your negative thoughts.
Excellent point, and
Okay.
we're going to stop the show right now, and we'll be back with Andrea Goeglein and Hard Optimism right after this.
This old shoe and the water on the ground ain't got no place else, it's fine. So it's
I
all
found a quote I like, and Andrea has one she likes out of the book. What an interesting life I had, and how I wish I had realized it sooner.
Absolutely.
Love that one. And yours, what did you find?
The one that I love is The Door to Hell is Locked from the Inside. Because it speaks to, you know, one of the points that Price makes in this book that I absolutely love is that we all have what it takes to have a great life and to have a positive way to approach life, even the adversities in life. And the tool that we all have is that 3 pounds in our brain known as our brain.
Yeah, you know, Zig Ziglar, and it won't be exact, and I apologize, Zig, because motivation is critical in our lives, and
Correct.
it's a daily occurrence, and people, the quote is like, well, you know, motivation is nice, but I need it on a daily basis, and Zig says that's exactly right. That's why we bathe on a daily basis.
That's exactly right.
And you know what, I get up, and when I'm going to work, I tell people, you know, I'm vertical and taking nourishment. It's a good day. And that's as simple as we start.
Right,
Yes.
and how do we assess our current level of optimism? I mean, how do we assess what we have?
That's a very good thing. I'll give you 2 tools. Obviously, you can get to the library or order Hard Optimism,
Right,
which
okay.
is a great short way. If you email me at Andrea@ServingSuccess, I have 4 or 5 little questions. And the answer to those questions helps you identify what's known as how you perceive the world, and that's through your language. So when you come up to someone and you're saying, I'm above ground, I'm taking nourishment, this is good, that actually tells me a lot about how you are perceiving the world and what you're ready. There's hope in that. You know where you are right now, and you know where you want to go.
Is that the glass half empty, half full concept?
Yes, and that was another thing that I so loved about this book was all of us know the concept of half full, half empty.
Right.
We've used it forever.
Andrea, a lot of people in my life, because I am a positive guy and I say a lot of positive things, they say, Lou, you're looking through the world with rose-colored glasses. You're not seeing reality. What say you?
Okay, what's it? Good. Because there is nothing wrong with looking through the world with rose-colored glasses. That will actually help you stay more centered. Your brain will not shut down on you, and you'll be able to see, okay, if I can see the positive in this situation, then maybe I'll be able to find a solution quicker. If you start seeing all the negative, all you will find is negative solutions. If you start seeing one little grain of positive, the possibility of being able to find a more positive solution becomes more apparent. So if you have rose-colored glasses, please wear them. What you know is that it's based in reality. You know, you cannot keep on a pair of rose-colored glasses if it's not based in some degree of reality. But in all situations, no matter how tragic, no matter matter how tragic. There is a way to see the good, whether it's the people who come to your aid to help, whether it's the job you lost but you finally freed yourself from a boss you never liked. All different things.
Isn't that true in the world too today? I mean, economic, you know, the economic forecasters keep it giving us gloom and doom. If I swallow all that, and if I don't believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, then what do I believe?
Correct. My husband is fond. He reports the news to me a few times a day, and has been saying of the last few months, we're talking ourselves into a recession. We're heck bent that we're going to get there. And the truth is, there, you know, in our community, there isn't much proof of that, because I live in Las Vegas, as you know. But yet, when you listen to the commentary, there is a belief.
Andrea, thank you so much.
Until next month.
Thank you.
Until next
Hard
time.
Optimism is
Yes.
the name of the book that we're talking about today.
Yes. Final thoughts and final moments when we come back. You stay there.